So here I am in Kansas City. Why? Well, a few days ago I got an email about a really rare pair of jeans found in an old estate. I realized pretty quickly that I could not afford to make this deal happen myself, so I contacted our sponsor, WeBuyOldJeans.com, and they hooked it up and we made a deal with the seller. Now, me and my brother Josiah are on our way to Las Vegas, Nevada to buy a $30,000 pair of Levi's. Well, we made it to the windy city of Las Vegas. Finally, it was super late night. I think our flights got delayed multiple times, but we finally made it in. And so this morning we're getting ready, getting the details buttoned up, going to pick up our car, pick up a box for the jeans. And the deal goes down at noon. So really excited, a little bit nervous, but I think we're gonna make it work out. So let's get on with it. About an hour and 20 minutes until the deal happens. So we've got to get a box, a couple boxes actually, for the jeans, so that once we've authenticated them, paid for them, they're gonna go straight into a box because we're gonna go like immediately to ship them. They're out of our hands. We don't want to hold on to these things too long. When you're dropping, $30K on a single pair of jeans, you don't want the liability of driving around with them, showing them off or whatever. So,
all right, hold on. You're probably wondering why a single pair of Levi's is worth $30,000. That's a fair question. Levi's is perhaps one of America's most revered brands of all time. It defined the Old West, the American spirit, and Americana in general. This unique place in the pantheon of American icons has created a serious enthusiasm to collect and preserve its history by those in the United States and also countries like Japan, where Levi's have been a cultural phenomenon for many decades now. So finding a pair of Levi's this old and in this condition is incredibly rare and highly coveted. It's unlikely that these jeans will ever be worn, but they will serve as an example of Americana for generations to come.
So we got to run into FedEx now, get a box, and then we're going to head off to the bank, and that's where the business will go down. So we're here in an undisclosed location waiting for the sellers to arrive. Pretty excited to see these super rare jeans. I want to tell you a little bit more about them though. These belong to apparently like a great uncle or something who left them in their estate. They are Deadstock, meaning they all have all the flashers, they even have the original price tag. And we date these jeans to approximately 1947. If you follow the channel, you probably realize I had a pair of 1947 Deadstock Levi's not too long ago. Those were a 503B XXX, like a kid size basically. And this is particularly an adult size. So what's crazy is I sold those jeans for like $4,000, and this is going to sell for nearly 10 times that, just because it's in a more wearable size, even though no one will ever wear it. Now the appreciation on these is better than gold. Just an incredibly rare piece. The sellers don't want to be on camera, so we won't show you guys any of that, but we will show you some of the authentication process when I go through and look at the different elements. They'll be here soon, and we'll get the show to you. All right, so I got the jeans right here. Check it out. 1947 or so, 501 XX, size 33 by 32. Like, it still has the tag, the price tag on it. $3.45. Talk about an appreciation. All right, so take a look at some of the stuff we're going to use to authenticate it. Obviously, we're going to look at a couple details here. First of all, we're looking for a one-sided tab. We have a one-sided tab here. That's awesome. Here you can see down here the copyright is 1945 on the flasher. All this stuff looks right. This is a leather patch. We're gonna be really careful. It looks like it's in fantastic condition, so that's really good. We'll unfold it here. really, really carefully. Take a look on the inside of the pant legs. We've got selvage, obviously, is what we expect to see. I want to be very careful with this. I'm really just checking to confirm that it's authentic and that it's in the condition that previously specified. Here we have a watch pocket with selvedge denim. We've got the hidden rivets. We've got the buttons look correct, the V-stitch on there as well. There is down here, you can see it. Should be a stamp right there. Yeah, there's a stamp. Yeah, great. This is all looking good. I'm gonna be very careful with these, because this right here, this thing is like almost like glued to it. We want to be very careful with that. So we got the single fell up here on the waistband. It's looking good. Single fell down the inside seam. Everything looks good to me. This looks like the correct patina on the tags. Absolutely incredible. This is just like, this is special. You just don't see it like those things attached very often anymore. All right, so just the glancing over it looks good. Looks good. It's already been confirmed. The pictures with the buyer of the jeans. So we're pretty confident that this is all legit. Very happy about it. So we're gonna go ahead and pack it up, put it in a box. All right, so what's your name?
Joan.
Joan? And so how did you, where did these jeans come from?
Came from my husband's uncle.
Okay. And is he an avid jean wearer? Did he do you remember that about him?
Oh, my husband?
Or your husband's
My
uncle?
husband was, but not his uncle.
Okay, that's why they're in deadstock condition.
Yes.
That's because they're never worn.
Yeah.
Okay, so where did you find them?
Well, his uncle gave them to him.
Okay, and they've just been
Sitting in his closet in a bag.
Wow, in a bag.
Mm-hmm.
There was deadstock 1940s Levi's.
Yeah.
Did you have any inclination that they were like valuable or rare?
No, not until recently.
Not until recently. What tipped you off? Like to how old they were or how valuable they were?
Well, I knew they were worth about $8,000 about
Okay.
4 years ago.
Okay.
Because my granddaughter
Looked into it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my daughter Leanne looked into it.
And
now.
it's like, wait a minute. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so you sat there for decades.
Sitting up on the shelf in a sack.
Decades. That's actually interesting. We hear that a lot. Just like they're just tucked up somewhere and you didn't even think about them. And then someone finally does, and you realize, wow, we have something pretty rare here. So, well, thank you so much for meeting us and making this transaction happen. All right, we did it. Package secured. I'm gonna ship it off and get this show on the road. All right, that's a wrap on the trip here in Vegas. I want to thank the sellers, and we want to thank WeBuyOldJeans.com. Maybe you have a pair of jeans that you think is worth $30,000. Give them a shout out, and they'll let you know and maybe work out a deal with you. Otherwise, we're going to head to our flight and get home. See ya.